Yeah, I'm not a Republican, not a Democrat. I'm an independent Republican, which means I'm really not with any of them. But this hot political theater that's been going on with the impeachment hearings, Judiciary and Intelligence Committee, the Republicans, the Democrats, it's been exactly that hot theater. It's like two sets of toddlers warring and not paying attention. So I just want to point out a few things that I've noticed, about both sides. And when you listen to this, I want you to put your political affiliations to the side and just listen to what I have to say. And I hope that you get something out of this that inspires you to speak to your representative, whether they Republican or Democrat, so we can get this process on the road and get back to things that actually matter, like infrastructure, jobs, healthcare. First thing is this. I'll talk to the Democrats first. Make up your mind. What is it going to be? You can't every 5 minutes change what it is that you're mad about. See, the problem is you came out the gate already ready for impeachment. So you set a precedence that the opposition is going to look at and say, oh man, it don't matter what we do. This is what you want to do. Second of all, no, don't discourage any witnesses as far as saying that they can't have this witness, that witness, because that gives you the opportunity to cross-examine those same witnesses. As far as the whistleblower is concerned, I can understand the confidentiality, wanting to ensure the safety of this person. So this is one of those times where you have a closed door meeting with equal representation of both Republican and Democrat, as well as their legal counsel. Everybody is sworn in, and so make that group small so that the likelihood that if information gets leaked out to the press, you have a small group of people to hold accountable. Thirdly, start being purpose driven with your question. I'm going to give you a good example. When they talked about, like today, with the constitutional piece, Mr. Turley was giving some pretty good commentary in regards to why he felt like it wasn't a strong case for you to go forth with impeachment. Ask more questions of that man, because then that will give you the information that you need to make your case stronger. Furthermore, go ahead and, like I said before, give them the opportunity and make it public to have the witnesses they want to have. Put these things out there and give them the equal representation that you want to have. Now to the Republicans. Yeah. If it was really about corruption, this is 2019. You were not worried about holding up funds. You weren't worried about corruption prior to 2019. And I know you say, well, it's because there is a new president in Ukraine. Well, you didn't do any of this with the old president of Ukraine. And if corruption was the root of things, and this cat wasn't there in 2016, why is it that you didn't take these steps then? See, because if you were really concerned with corruption, then you wouldn't have armed them with javelin missiles. Like, I wouldn't have armed a corrupt nation with lethal weaponry if I thought they were corrupt. That's the first thing. Second thing, you can't scream and holler about not being able to get representation when you yourself have not been cooperative. You got tons of people that you are not allowing to testify or making available to testify, that are ignoring subpoenas. So it's hard for you to say one thing, just like I just said for the Democrats. It's hard for you to say that you're not getting certain things when you're not giving them. At the end of the day, We got to get away from the politics and start dealing with the problems. We got to get away from dealing with our own personal ideologies and dealing with the issues, because these opinions are just oppressing solutions in the grand scheme of things. So I know this political theater will continue, and it seems like over the last 20 years, politics has become more and more comedy, but it's not a laughing matter. But to the people, before I go, your local elections are so important. You know, we're hearing everything about the presidential election, but your local elections, your city council, your mayor, you know, city manager, these are the things you need to really be concerned with and worried about, because that's what directly affects you. And if you don't like the change on the national scope, you got to start at the local level so that you can build steam, build your uh, build your conglomerate as far as your representation. It starts at the local level, moves from the local to the state, from the state to the national level. Read up. Lastly, stop watching news entertainment. Hey, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all of them have actual reputable news shows. But the rest of it's just news entertainment. And if you can't figure out or distinguish which is which, go ahead and look at PBS NewsHour or Newsy, or look at some international news so you can see the perspective of outsiders on how we're doing things here, like BBC. Peace and blessings. I'm out.